15,000 mature racing pigeons are being dispatched from Lancashire for a spectacular liberation. Ironic word, that. Liberation. From Fécamp. To celebrate that friendship. And from the same area, but for different reasons, 3 men, my men, bound for France for the first time in 35 years. Firstly, John Marsh was a good soldier, really. Bluff, brusque, and apt to be a bit of a rebel. But on the other hand, he had a strong sense of duty in spite of the occasional mope. Eric Howley, he was scruffy, let's put it that way. Eric Howley and battle dress just didn't agree with each other. But it's not what was worn outside, it was how the spirit moved him inside. Ken Thornton was always a problem. He enlisted in 1938, you see. He wasn't called up for the war. And you know, he used to get the idea that he was the old soldier. He really wasn't. And of course, he tried to buck authority. Never succeeded, and consequently, he either spent his time in close arrest or doing a spell on confined to barracks, or, as is generally known, on Jenkins. They might call them the Holy Trinity. They epitomise the Lancashire soldier.
From south of England ports go Monty's invasion men to spring their surprise on von Rundstedt's Nazis.
We'd been in bits of raids before, air raids and things like that, but this was nothing what we anticipated was going to happen. We thought of shells flying and being fired on, and you can't really imagine what it's like until you actually get onto it,
I was frightened, definitely frightened. And whoever wasn't frightened were a bloody liar, I'll put it that way. They were liars, because there's no live heroes. They're all dead, they've all got MCs.
We'd had one little action when we took an invasion of the Isle of Wight. And we landed and I fell in the water right away. Within 20 minutes I'd been shot. That I was out of it completely. And this comes to your mind. You think to yourself, well, will I be knocked off right away, or will I get through, will I survive?
I was stood in the same position as I am now. And I always remember they said, grub up, typical Navy, went with a mess tin. Greasing mutton stew. Beautiful. I lost it all. Fishes had a good feed.
It's probably because of my the age I was living in and my actual age that I can honestly say I didn't give a damn about anything. My own interest was getting home on leave and where I could get a decent meal or cigarettes. I didn't think of the past, whether there would be a job waiting for me. Maybe because I'd led a secure life, I don't know.
It's Darkie!
Hey up, Darkie, there's one behind you. There's one behind you. Another shit out.
You were pedaling along here, all cheery away, some playing cards and, taking it steady and that, and all of a sudden, bang, and you were all stopped down, out, off the road, and until they sort of, cleared away what was firing at you.
But there's like cows kicking about now. It's a thing you never saw, did you?
No. They're usually bloated up with the feet stuck up in the air, just like a blown-up balloon. We had a place called Stonkwood, and the juries just had a fix on it, and they could spot a wagon or a tank or whatever it was just going past at that particular time, and they mortared it, you know. And we had a poor old redcap stood on the crossroads in this particular place because of the traffic coming. All of a sudden he was there, next minute he were gone.
It's a big hole, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then another bloke had to go and take over. What do you think he thought?
This here countryside, you know, all right, we're driving it in the dark, no lights. Well, you see, this is where Johnny slipped up with his petrol, wasn't it?
Yeah, I had petrol on, you see.
We went to these tanks, and I don't know how the hell he finished up there. But he dropped this here petrol off and put it aside of 2 tanks, didn't you? I said, where the hell have you left your petrol? He says, them 2 tanks down there. Bloody hell, they weren't even ours. We may have been on this lane, I don't know.
We used to march, you know, through, and you'd come to a hen court, sort of, you know, where the hens were all sat on one side, and the blokes would march in at the one door, and as they were marching through, they'd pick the eggs out, stick them in the pooches, and just march through,
Yes.
and have a dozen eggs when they got to the other side.
They were great. But there was a person called a DCRE whose job it was to settle all these. It may seem ridiculous, this, but it actually did happen. That anyone who had a claim for damage done by troops submitted it.
Oh, that was sent by Montgomery.
Long before. I'm going back to when the war started.
They all got these in Europe. If we liberated some champagne or anything like that, we give them a receipt. Signed General Montgomery, and by God, you were quids then. He loved you.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we pieced all that bloody champagne?
Don't bring me into that.
Sorry about that,
You
Sergeant
helped
Major.
us up it. Never mind
Sorry about
anything
that.
else.
But we found this place. I don't know where it was now, and it wasn't far from here. And there was all this champagne here in the cellar. Oh, boy. Well, we missed it. And then some clock came out and he says, hey, he says, there's a load of bloody fizzy stuff down in the cellar there, you know. They'd had a go. Ignoramuses, you know, they didn't know what champagne was. I didn't really. But anyway, we got it out. There were crates and crates of it, you know. And boy, had we a birthday. And we're selling it to officers' mess. Do you remember?
Yeah. All the officers
Made
were
a
pissed
bomb.
up.
Made a bomb. They were all after these here bottles of champagne. You know. They didn't know we loaded it. Oh, no. And then they were, you know, how much? Yeah, they were giving all this money for it, you know. They were funny. They were bloody idiots, really.
But that was dishonest, Kenneth.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, not dishonest.
Oh,
You'd
yeah.
give them a signature for it,
Speak with
Eric.
tongue in cheek.
Oh, yeah. You give them a
Yeah.
signature for it, so
Course I did.
you can't go wrong.
General Montgomery, mate, he couldn't go wrong, couldn't that fella? He was like me, he was religious.
Have you moved cornered buff?
No.
Corned beef? Cornered buff? No.
Bully
No.
beef.
Bully beef? No. Well, patty.
Patty.
Yeah, you got patty.
Patty.
No cornered buff?
No.
Oh. Right. Well, we'll have a patty then, eh? Patty. Patty.
Get some patty.
That's patty. Patty deep fry. Didn't seem to know what corned beef was in this part of the world. You know,
You remember me?
Corned beef
Not
was
corned
good,
beef.
John. Corned
Tin of
beef.
meat and veg.
like I said, he locked the daughters away. There were no chance of you
Oh, no.
slipping the old corned beef and
What
slipping
about
the...
slipping the old corn? What do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. When you have your continental breakfast, instead of putting on your doings, you know, your jam,
Yeah.
you can put a bit of this on. Have you never had patty before? You've had corned beef, but you've not had patty.
Don't like corned beef.
Yeah. No, you had to have the full tin of corned beef.
Yeah.
We never got nothing for one slice. No way. No way you got not for one slice. Oh no. Gallon of paraffin, yes, but
Don't bring
not
that
what's
into it. I mean, the fella brought his family, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, his wife mainly. Never mind the family. The kids stayed outside, but the wife went in the truck, didn't she?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Told about corned beef.
No, I didn't really. No, I didn't.
No.
I just gave her a gallon of paraffin, you know. And that was it. But I could have had the family, really.
Sometimes they had the wife and give them a gallon of water. Yeah, that's been known. The bloke's put it in his paraffin lamp, the bloody thing's gone out. Yeah, for £5, I want a big bag full.
C'est 5 francs les 100 grammes.
Yeah.
D'accord. Hein?
Yeah, thank you. Fill the box up.
Ah ben non, tu peux manger ma tête, toi, hein?
Beautiful.
We had a ration card, you know.
50 ciggies, bar of chocolate, box of matches. Now, this used to look good in a QM store.
All lined up, you know.
All lined up, about 200 on a table, you see. They're settled down, they don't bother who's here, as long as they're typical farmers. Even at home, if things are running right, they don't bother who's here. They just carry on. And they don't like upsetting. And therefore, that's why I don't think they like anybody. Anyway, when we came back, they were there on, you know. And Johnny does, when we came in at bloody wrong end one day, and he was breaking day then, and my little driver, co-driver, little Tommy, he was saying, bloody bumpy ride, isn't it? You know, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey, it must be over undulating territory, you know, bouncing away. Anyway, we came back, they were just bodies. The main bodies were running over, and you could only tell them with not the uniform, the equipment.
Yeah, because I saw one.
No, with only one.
Particularly one sat in the hedgerow, flat like a piece of cardboard, with a motorcycle wrapped round him, sort of flattened. He'd been run over so many times. He was flat, and somebody had picked him up and stood him in the side of the road. And he was sort of looking at you as you went past, you know, with his motorbike wrapped round him. Absolutely horrible sight.
Well, you didn't, Johnny, you didn't know what the hell you were running over, did you? Nonsense. No, they had one. You had one here this time, hadn't you? We had a Jewish brigade, haven't we?
Yeah. Machine gun corps.
Italian.
Yeah, machine gun corps there.
Commander here, the chap with the name of Lieutenant Colonel I.H. Dash.
Yeah. Berkshires.
And these Fusiliers.
Berkshires. There were Berkshires.
Springbok, John, did you say? Where was that?
Yeah, there's the Springbok. The Battalion of South African Infantry.
We'll do this book,
Died 5th of March 1918.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, it's all right, fair enough.
Yeah, might as well sign it then. I'll sign it first, see you see it.
Have you a pen, John?
Yes. What date is it?
7.
12. 7.
Yeah.
I'm going to write, and I believe it, that this is a potent reminder of the utter futility of war.
I think we ought to say our little poem
Yeah.
to our comrades who fell during this Second War. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
We will remember them.